right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fired up for this one here because we got a 1-2 combo today of Texas promo wrestling coverage. And to kick things off here for us, you might even say we're closing the weekend out here with a bang. It might say on the screen that he's the last shot, but something tells me, ladies and gentlemen, he ain't no last shot. He's got plenty of kill shots in him. He's got plenty of bang bangs ahead, and he's in not one, not two, but 3 matches coming up here. We're going to talk about those matches. He's got a huge war coming up with for our friends in Texas Promo Wrestling by midnight against KSK, our openweight champion. He's got a huge showdown tomorrow against tonight's guest at 9 o'clock, Zach Clark. And he's also putting his championship on the line coming up here, that HQ Heavyweight U.S. Live Championship. He'll be up against Mikey the Darkness and an RPW TWL showdown. I know we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. He's not defending that title. But I'm so excited that I got so many things to announce this man about because he's certainly somebody. That is, when you think about the promo artist, you think about where you see him in place after place. He's certainly the man that definitely fires shots. And I know one thing, ladies and gentlemen, he definitely ain't going to need no comeback because he's starting things off and everybody's going to be in a pool of blood, let's just say, when it comes to our guest as he's making his debut here on Sportzwire Radio. You know, we might not quite be in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, but we are in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, because we've got a man that's certainly proven time and time again why he is the definition of being on the brightest lights and the biggest stage where all wrestling matters. And ladies and gentlemen, I am now going to give our guest that introduction that he most certainly deserves. We're going to hear his story, plus who knows, whatever else. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to give now our guest that introduction that he's been waiting for, you've been waiting for, and I most certainly am waiting to give him here on Sportzwire Radio, the #1 global radio station. So we're done! Without further ado, here on the Sportzwire, #1 global sports show from Texas Promo Wrestling. RPW, TWL, HQPT. He's the reigning, defending HQ Heavyweight U.S. Live Champion. His name is simply put, he ain't no last shot. It's just good. The champ is here. Champ, how are we doing?
Woo, man, I've been a fan of this for too long. I've been trying to make a name of myself. This one.
Well, you're definitely here, and we're happy to have you. Definitely long overdue. And
that gave me literal goosebumps. Oh, come on.
I got goosebumps having you here because you definitely have proven why you are one of those kill shots. You have definitely proven you ain't no last shot, and this ain't going to be the last shot you have on Sportswire. You're going to be here many more times because you got a lot going on here, and I'm very, very excited about it here. And let's talk about maybe the current events here first. Obviously, it's an absolute honor to have you here, champ, and congratulations on all of your success. But let's talk about what's ahead here, because obviously for our friends here in TPW, I want to start it off here. For those that are listening and watching here in prime time, the brightest lights, the
Real
biggest
quick, because if we're in TPW right now, we don't need this right now.
Oh, well, you can leave it there, whatever you want to do. But I'll leave that at that. But for those that are listening and watching here in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that TPW and you helped build Sportswire Radio, I ask you, what can we expect coming up here in a strap match between you and the open weight champion, KSK?
The king of pro wrestling, my man KSK. You and I are about to go to war. We're about to go to a bloody war with us because I promise you, KSK, it doesn't matter what you do and what you say. I'm about to show you why I'm known as the last shot and the man that's going to ever, you gonna know. As I said before, your initials is my moniker, Killshot Kills. I'm about to show you why that open weight division is about to come to the king of Killshot. Because what's a king to a leader? What's a god to a non-believer? And what's a leader without a following?
Not a leader, that's for sure. Let me ask you, though, this question. How do you prepare for a strap match? What is something like this in terms of how do you prepare for what you're going to do here when we see the results here coming up at midnight?
Oh, how do you prepare for a strap match?
How do you prepare for something like this? Yep.
I believe in one thing. If you put your mind to anything you do and you put your mind to what you gonna say you gonna do, then you already won the war. That's the thing. You've already won the war. The battle's just starting. How do I prepare for this? Knowing one thing, I have my fan base behind me. I got my friends here. I got my family in the arena. And when it comes in this arena, you're in my hometown. You're in my ring. You're in my opportunity. You might be a champion. Congratulations, but I got the home advantage. This is like the Cavs versus the Warriors. Let's see who walk out this championship. Let's see who walks out still able to hold their belt up and hold that little hand raised high. Because you know it's going to be me.
That's an interesting point you made. And first of all, for anybody here, this is what you're going to see here coming up. And that's from our friends over at Texas Promo Wrestling. We thank them very much for the opportunity here. So how will you use that then? You're going to have, as you say, the home field advantage or the home court advantage. So how is that going to will you here to getting this dub over KSK? Because I'm going to bring him up in a couple of different ways in a minute here. But talk about how you're going to use that here to get you that dub.
When you're in Texas Promo Wrestling,
yes, sir,
this means the world to me. I was here at the beginning. I was there. I was ever man to win the United States Championship. When I first joined here, I was a man. I was just a kid that didn't know what he was doing, didn't know where he was until I got opportunities. When my man Rocky gave me the opportunity at the United States Champions, I told that man I was going to make it mean something. I was going to make it mean something that a lot of people don't realize. When you're in Texas Promo Wrestling, if you ain't going to believe in yourself, that's when you lost. That's where you ever lost. So anybody that's in TPW right now, keep believing in yourself, and I promise you, you will get what y'all are. Keep your heads up, because you know when you're in Texas Promo Wrestling, you're already in the biggest world as it is in promo. Remember that.
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more on that. And I want to play his hype video that he had because it was almost literally no words. I mean, I guess you'll probably have a laugh with it, but for the audience here on Sportswire, I want to pull it up here for those that are listening and watching here that maybe you didn't get a chance to see it, because I was really completely confused with this package. I mean, I just want to say I was completely confused, and I want to get your reactions on it here, and then we'll play what you had next. But let's go with here first, what we see here for those that are listening and watching here, the KSK Less Words in video. Oh, okay. We'll take this off the screen. We've got the point. Now I'm confused here. He literally said not a single word here, and then he drapes off some type of blood on his forehead, and then he gives you the bird, the pigeons. I mean, what happened there? What's your reactions to that there, Killshot?
My man, coming from me, all this was an elementary insult. You think that's supposed to hurt me? Do I face men that would say less words and mean more punches? I face men that will show more effort in something
Yeah.
than you. Because KSK, oh, I'm a white blood on me. Oh, I'm gonna give you the bird. Oh, cute. What are we, 5? You're in a promo world. This ain't this ain't Newton. Say something. Mean something. If you want to throw your punches, let it come out your mouth. I think this is the thing you're realizing. You're thinking this is wrestling. No, bro, you're in the wrong wrestling company. This ain't because if this was wrestling, I'd have been submitted you. I'd have still beat you without even saying the last words.
I was going to ask you about that because it just seemed to me as if almost, not to say that he wasn't treating this seriously, because he obviously was giving you some, I guess, images that would certainly paint otherwise. But I mean, do you think possibly that he's trying to play mind games with you by absolutely saying nothing and just using images to basically say what he's going to do here coming up? Or what's your thoughts on that? Is this mind games?
Mind games with me ain't
Yeah.
easy. It's not that easy. People have been trying to play mind games with me for years and still hasn't done nothing to me. You know why? You have to
Why?
do all this. I don't need all the fancy weapons, all the fancy things to show you why I am the most dangerous man in TPW. Why I'm the man that was trained by one of the greatest promo artists today, Devin Adams.
I know Devin Adams. I've interviewed Devin Adams. I know him
That
very
nigga
well.
taught me how to play mind games. That's why I knew what you was gonna do, KSK. I knew you was gonna play a little silent game. That's why I let you walk through that battle thinking you gonna do something. I told you, your initials are what I live. So it doesn't matter what you do. I'm gonna tell you that title. If my boys don't get that, my boy Demented or Devin doesn't walk out that Hell in a Cell come that pay-per-view for that with that title, I'm coming for that sucker and I'm ripping it off to you and you will never hold it again.
So he's on borrowed time, really, KSK. KSK is on borrowed time.
Basically, I'm looking at it. You are paper champ. You call yourself the king of the open weight. Devin Adams is more of an open weight champion and the king of open weights than you. You are just a paper champion.
A paper champion there. Well, that could certainly possibly be the case, and we'll certainly have to find out. And we'll put the Texas Promo Wrestling Instagram page here coming up shortly. But obviously, let's play some of your promos coming up here because you have a bunch. You actually had a bunch of them, and we'll certainly get to your promo here
Yeah.
against KSK because we'll obviously like to play both sides here on Sportswire. So let's pull that up and let's get your reactions to what you now said.
They do it once and I do it twice. Can't get enough. Yeah, I talk it back and I let it
TPW. It's been a minute. Now, like you ask yourself, well, Killshot, what are you doing here? Now, TPW, I got a question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Has anyone ever heard of a man named KSK? Ever heard of a king, a leader, somebody that calls himself the king of promo? I haven't really. KSK was a king without a kingdom. What's a lord without a following? at this point, I'm not seeing a leader. I'm not seeing a king. I'm just seeing a pompous ass little kid playing pretend. I'm seeing a man that pretends to be something he's not. Yeah, you can hold championships. Yeah, you might be the open weight champion, but not for long. Because that's where I'm done with you. I'm going to beat you and batter you. I'm going to literally your little dreams into two. You so focused on two other people that I'm matched with right now, and that's going to be your downfall. You know why that's going to be your downfall? Because as like everyone said, keep your eye on the ball. My eyes are locked in on one person knows. That's you. You know why? Focus. You believe that you're everything in a bag of chips. Kid, you're not. Oh man, you are nothing more than just an egotistical, narcissistic, entitled ass fucking guy that's pretending to be something you're not. You're in my arena, you're in my ring, you're in my world. So I want you to realize one thing. It doesn't matter what you are or what you do. As long as I'm around and as long as I'm here, you will never be known as a legend. You know why? I'm known as a legend killer. So you think winning the title is going to mean something to me? I don't care if this is for the title. I don't give a damn if this is for a tournament. I don't give a damn what this is for. All I cares about is me beating you to a bloody pulp in the middle of this ring and splattering your blood around here. You know why? It's what I do. I've been doing. It's putting people to fucking sleep. So KSK, come this match, I'll be ready. I'm about to beat you to the last breath. And I'm about to break every last dream you have. Dreams, blood, and I'm one step closer to that damn title. Remember that. I'm one step to every. What it's like. Remember that.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, be very, very afraid there. And I mean, boy, you certainly said a mouthful there, and I would certainly not be wanting to go into a promo battle with you after that, sir. I would definitely say I'm going to stay here on this end of the world there. But yeah, I could certainly see maybe why KSK didn't want to say too many words.
Yeah, pretty much. That was really just something that I think a lot of us in the promo world would have said if we ever faced KSK. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people give him respect.
Why is that? Why do they give him respect?
Because that's in this business, yeah, we might be enemies, but at least you're showing craft if you want to do this. And this is the thing about promo artists. A lot of people say, oh, we're all one ego. We're going to always want to do this. We're a community. We're a family. At the end of the day, we are family. Now, yes, I might, in character, might hate your gut, but out of character, KSK, you got what you got.
After what I just saw between you and him, I don't think you guys are going to be singing Kumbaya anytime soon and maybe having a drink or two together.
Yeah, but you got to look at it. As wrestling, you see a lot of wrestlers, they had real life, they had some hate.
I've had pretty much everybody on at this point from all walks of life. That's why I've added you guys to you guys are a part of that.
That's the thing about it is you look at it, a lot of wrestlers had a lot of hated each other. They had real life character beef. But a lot of them like, why should we hold this over our heads for this long? We're grown adults. Let's just act like, okay, this is all character work. Why we should take everything serious? A lot of people that look from the outside, they're gonna like, oh, why you cool with him? Don't you hate him and care? Why you hate? I thought you hated him. I thought you wanted to do this. Y'all gotta realize it's all character work.
Well, is it like almost for you? It's like turning on a light. It's like the switch goes on, and then after you do the promo or after you go in battle, It's like, okay, now I'm back to being just who I am. Is that how it is, or
Think about
what's that like?
thing about me is being Killshot. This is never a switch for me. I
Okay,
live I live
all
Killshot.
right.
I'm embodiment of that kid. But like Mike Tyson, you ring that bell, I'm aiming for a knockout punch.
Well, not the fight we just saw on Friday.
I'm gonna say Mike Tyson early '90s Mike.
Yes,
I'm
I
that,
would say up until Evander Holyfield, the first
yeah,
time.
I'm that Mike.
Yep.
Between me and you both that match wasn't where it used to be. He ain't where it used to be. No, just the Mike. Don't please
No,
don't
no,
knock
no. Listen, I think everybody has their opinions, but you are Killshot. You are this guy, but you've got these huge battles coming up. We're going to certainly talk about some of them here, as you've got Mikey the Darkness, you've got Zach Clark, my guest here at 9:00. But basically, in summarizing, from what I just saw, was a totally different promo than the one KSK gave. That's the one that we're going to see from your hype video. What we're going to ultimately see when this match is decided in that strap match is the reason why you're going to be on top and why you're going to show why you are the kill shot. And you definitely ain't got no last shots, but plenty of shots left, especially for anybody in TPW.
But that it's I've already proved everything that I have to prove. Now there's some stuff I still gotta do, but I've already proved that I am the name Killshot. I got this moniker from one person and one person only. And I'm gonna drop their name and I hope they're listening. Two people, AJ and Anthony. I want to give them that prop because when I first started, they gave me the name Killshot.
Okay.
And they gave me the real moniker of the last shot heard around the world. Now, the reason I changed from the last shot heard around the world to the kill shot or the last shot was because I feel like at any given moment, this could all end just like this.
Yeah, you can. You don't know. I mean, you just you really don't. I mean, life is just there's no guarantees. I mean, there's no question about that. That I definitely agree. But what does it mean to you then to be a part of all these promo companies and have had the success that you've had? I mean, you really put the work in. You've definitely been dedicated at this, and getting to know you here a little bit. What does that mean to you to be a part of all these companies?
I originally grew up watching wrestling like all fans do. I
Sure.
joined promoing when I was back in the early 2022. I'd been here for a year,
Okay.
1 year anniversary.
Congratulations.
And when I originally started promoting, I'm like, all right, I could just give this a try. I probably ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna get here. And all these legends, Anthony, AJ, Trix, B, Devin, all them told me, don't say that. You don't know that. You don't know where you're gonna be. Just keep on trying. We're gonna be behind you every step of the way. Now, yes, I've had most hiccups with people that I call my friends, but there's some people I still call my brothers that still hear my back.
Well, I mean, you're always going to have hiccups with somebody. I mean, it's just life. Not everybody's, going to agree with everything, and you learn from those situations.
But yeah, when they told me, oh, where's this? When I got into TPW the first time, I was a kid that didn't know what he was doing, didn't know where he was gonna be. And Rocky told me, just keep on trying, keep going there. The first day I got the opportunity at the United States Championship,
Mm-hmm.
he told me, give me your best, give me your everything you got. And I sat there for a minute. Boom, 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 going off. I'm their inaugural United States champion. And I still believe to this day. I'm the
What was
man.
that feeling like becoming the inaugural United States champion? That's a major accomplishment because watching what you guys do. I mean, it's not easy work. I mean, I'll make you laugh. had a guest or two guests, I should say, in plural, on Tuesday's show, the Brooklyn Prodigies, and there was a gentleman on Facebook that said, "Well, I really don't like your introductions. I want to beat you up," and it was like just some like random dude. It was just some random crazy guy, and I thought about you guys in Texas Promo Wrestling. I do my intros; they're funny. I'm not obviously a promo wrestling artist. I have my way of doing things, but I think it's really difficult what you guys do because I think you have to get into it. You have to create. You have to almost, it's like painting a picture, and not everybody can stand there in front of a microphone or a camera and just go and spend 3-4 minutes and just coming off with things on the top of their head. I think really what you guys do is not easy, to tell you the truth.
It's not. When I first got in here, it wasn't. It wasn't always sunshine rainbows. But over time, like everything, if you keep doing it over and over,
repetition. My uncle always said the word repetition. If you keep doing it, it's repetition. It was like, okay. I listened to this old fart tell me about repetition, but he was right. I used the word ever since I was in college. I took law, and I'm here for 6 years, and that's it's true.
It's fun when you get over it. And it's not really that difficult if you know what you're doing. If you watch wrestling so long and you build off the characters of what you
there's a lot. Listen, I'll say this. I think I might have said it when Rocky was here. I get on pro wrestlers, and there's pro wrestlers that come on here, and they don't talk as well as some of what you guys do. I mean, Devin, I know Devin very well. You mentioned Anthony. If I think it's the Anthony, or what's it about Anthony Steele?
Anthony Steele.
A man I know very well. So you've watched
Anthony Steele.
So you've watched my shows then, because he's like basically a staple here. So I know what you guys all do. So it's not easy work. I mean, I get pro wrestlers on, and some of them, I always tell the story famously. I had a guy on here who probably could have been the next Will Ospreay, but came on here and was as boring as dry glue. I mean, so what you guys do, it's really difficult. I give you guys a lot of respect. That's why you guys are coming to Sportswire.
And that's the thing. And the thing about that, to touch on to that one, being like a Will Ospreay. And
the guy can wrestle. I mean, the guy that I had about 2 years ago, Philip Michael, he's a very well-known wrestler in the independent circuit in the UK. I have a lot of wrestlers that come on here, and this guy came on here, and again, fantastic talent in ring wise. But when he came on here, didn't have it. There's some guys in the pro wrestling world. I'm gonna say because I get everybody on here. They almost look at it like it's a job for them. So they go in the ring, and it's like that's what they do. They're not really going out and thinking about, how do I do that 2-3 minute promo, or maybe that 60-second, just introducing myself somewhere. You guys, again, I know I don't know a lot about the promo world. I mean, I know Devin, I know Steele, everybody knows him, but I really give you guys a lot of credit because you have to be able to go in front, just randomly, just do it wherever way you do it, and then put it out there, and then you have to decide who wins and loses. And you guys are really the best promoters. You guys are promoting yourself in ways to keep people interested. That's why I think you guys are a part of the wrestling world because of what you guys do. To me, there are people in the ring that, listen, Bret Hart famously used to talk about that, he couldn't do promos. It took him years later till he finally won the WWF world title. He finally became a promo guy, but a lot of, people really can't do that. So I think I give you guys a lot of credit.
That's why there's two sides of wrestling. There's the promo aspect of it, and there's the wrestling inside of it.
Yep.
Now, there's people that can take both sides, but there's people that can only work on that one spot. For me, coming from somebody that's done amateur wrestling in the background of doing that, also amateur wrestler, I'm also coming up learning how to be promo artist. And trust me, believe, doing both of them ain't easy.
But I can imagine.
But it's not as difficult people make it. That's the thing. A lot of things you do in life isn't difficult if you put your mind to it. My grandmother used to tell me, if you don't got the heart, grit, and mindset to do it, you ain't gonna make it, sweetheart.
No, listen, I remember, my dad, when I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, I got a basketball as a gift for whatever reason. It was like, all right, here, take the basketball. And all he did, it was a double basketball. And he's like, you got to dribble the basket. He would call me from his job. Did you dribble the basketball? Did you dribble the basketball? And We didn't have a basketball hoop. We didn't have any of those things. It was just to be able to buy a basketball was such a big deal when I was a kid. And I would just dribble this basketball onto the sidewalk because it was on the pavement. All I did is dribble, dribble, dribble. I didn't get to what he was saying until much, much, much more years later when I sort of became an okay basketball player. But the moral of the story was you need to keep practicing, repetition. And I think you guys have all done that. Let me ask you this question, though. You talked about you had an amateur background. I'm going to tell you about your other couple of matches coming up here as well. I want to promote them. I have Zach coming on here at 9 o'clock, and I definitely have to promote that. But how is your amateur wrestling background? Does that help you at all in terms of getting into the mindset for some of your promo battles?
When I was doing amateur wrestling back in high school, it was basically just, you look at it like, all right, we got a big match this week. My coach used to tell me, all right, we got a match this week. I want you to go here. I want you to train this. I want you to do this. I want you to constantly do this. But I asked my coach, what about this? I used to ask him the hard question, what about that? The things he didn't want to teach, you know what I'm saying? What about that? I want to learn that. I want to learn this. He tells me, I'll teach you that later, but I need you to focus on this. Basically, the fundamentals. I didn't want to do the fundamentals. I wanted to learn how to really learn how to throw somebody. But he told me fundamentals the best thing you can learn. That fundamentals part, a lot of people don't want to learn the fundamentals. A lot of people just want to jump in and think they know what they're doing. There's fundamentals for a reason. There's things we do in this company, in this business, that we have to learn that we don't want to do. It's going to build us.
Well, I'll tell you what I do want to do is I want everybody to follow Killshot here who will watch or is watching this right now. He is on Instagram. You definitely want to check him out. He is also the HQ Heavyweight U.S. Live Champion. He was the inaugural United States Champion at TPW. He's a part of a number of different places, RPW, TWL, and HQ, PT, and certainly our friends over in TPW. And I want to get a big shout out to all those companies. And that's his Instagram page.
Also, another shout out to a company I'm also in. It's owned by two of the greatest people, the GM and owner, B Smooth and Hunter.
Okay, Hunter, I know. Hunter, I spoke to Hunter. Okay, I know Mr. Hunter.
And Brandon. Those two are the owners and GMs of CPF.
Okay.
And I'm also in them. I'm also under them too. And that group, we're more of, when we're out of promoing, that's a family to me. Those two are my brothers. Same thing with Zach. So like brothers.
That's very cool. You know what? And I think that's the whole point. I think at the end of the day, you are in battle, but you certainly do learn a lot. And I'm learning a lot here right now. And I'd like people to follow Mr. Killshot. And we definitely want people to do that. I'm going to take this off the screen for a minute because I want to say hello to some of the people in the chat before I get to some other matches you're in here. And say hello to everybody. Zilla is here in the house. She would like to say hello to you. How you doing? Yes, you definitely saw. I think you know who this individual is. Obviously, I watched his own promo.
Rocky, there you go, baby. We're here.
He is in the house. Hello there. Abraham Storm is here from CSW. How you doing, Abraham? Good to see you, my man. Somebody's here says kill. That's my boy. So
what up, baby girl? Miss you.
Well, I hopefully you see her. Hopefully you get to see her. I hope.
Yeah,
hopefully, maybe you'll do a promo in honor of her. I don't know. Don't even go there. Let's keep you winning on the battle. Because sometimes, you can actually, when you're doing it for somebody else, maybe it makes you more nervous. I don't know. Maybe it makes you more pressured. I don't know. I mean, it was funny. When I played basketball, I didn't play at a very high level. But I remember when my family would watch me, I would always play the worst. I'd act differently. I'd act weird. And, maybe just keep it to what you're doing. You're the kill shot. You seem like you're doing a pretty good job. Hello there. Yes. There you go. Rocky. Yep. Kill shot is that. Yes, it is kill shot. He is here live flesh in the wound.
Popping.
There's Rob. Rob is in the house. What you doing there, Rob?
What up, Rob? Hey, keep the championship holding because I might be coming for that sucker.
Well, you better certainly listen and find out about that. Yes, hello there. Let's see who else we got in here. Killshot representing TPW. Yes, and more TPW coverage is here. Zach Clark is here at 9 o'clock. He'll be here at 9 p.m. Eastern. Same back channel, same time. So you want to check that out. Greetings to my former state. And
think about that one time. My bad. Hey, Rob, speaking of that, easy as ABC, easy as 1, 2, sweet. The Imperium Club is here.
Well, it We didn't have the German on the show, but we can certainly make that happen for sure. The fight we didn't see, it wasn't a fight. That fight wasn't a fight. Let's be honest. I mean, it's just, but Mike Tyson made $10 million. Now, could you imagine if Rocky was paying you $10 million for a promo? You'd definitely do the same thing as Mike Tyson did, right? Don't give Rocky any ideas, right?
Hey, look, we already talking about getting paid off this second already. Let's not give him big ideas.
Yeah, we certainly don't. Yes. I want to say hello to my friend, the Evil Angel Judas, and Judas is the AWL. I had it right. ALW, the Blizzard champion. Now my mind is going different places. He's the ALW champion, Marion, Ohio, also Ohio guy, and he's the Blizzard champion. And he says,
"Oh wait, IO."
Yep, he's in Marion, by the way. He's in Marion, Ohio. He'd like to say hello. He's kind of going through a couple things. We want to give our thoughts and prayers to his family. We'd like to say hello and hope he's doing well. And he's another good pro. He shows up here at Sportzwire like in a suit and tie. That's what he does. He comes on here. He's the Evil Angel. Shows up and really like the most well-dressed person. Maybe he's dressing for a funeral for his opponent. But he shows up here instead and just shows up in a suit and tie and just speaks as if like, he memorized.
Saying you're looking for a Pono Evil Angel. Remember, you always got a doubt on you.
Well, you know what? Maybe you guys can connect. Who knows? But he's an Evil Angel. He's in Ohio. 2 Ohio boys. Everyone getting on Sportswire. Yes, everyone. We like to get everybody on Sportswire because what we want to do. That's the whole point. Yes, Bill is a fan, and Anthony Steele, legend of TV. Well, he's a legend on this platform. I mean, he was just here twice in the past week. He was here Wednesday night, and he was here Monday night. Yesterday, so I'm sure he'll be back. He's always here, Anthony Steele. He's always got something to say. He's in the Hall of Fame here 5 times. So he's definitely a man that he's been holding support here, and some people love him, some people don't like him, but he does speak his mind, and he seems to be pretty good at it. He also ain't bad in the wrestling ring. So
that's the reason he's known as the real deal.
He's the most controversial figure in backyard and underground wrestling history to boot. Well, some things he says actually, I would say like 7 to 8 out of 10 of the things he says are usually pretty accurate. I mean, the other 2 you might have to flip a coin, but he's fairly accurate. So, I mean, maybe he's more of an accurate than political pollsters. So we'll certainly not give him any ideas because then maybe he'll want to run for office. I think he should stay in the wrestling world.
Hey, let's say that.
It was a joke. We were funny. We were laughing. But yes, we love Anthony. Anthony will definitely be back. He's always here. We love Anthony. Everybody loves Anthony. Most of us on this platform. Tell him to join. I'll get him better on the mic. I don't think we talk about Anthony. Anthony knows how to talk well. We don't. Anthony can talk pretty well. Thank you. Yes, love Rocky. Yes, hello to Judas. Judas wants to say this. The promo is an art. Catalyst of putting on a good match. If you can't sell yourself or your opponent, no one will care about the match. Telling stories and wrestling. I say this all the time. I've been doing this for 6 years. I've been running wrestling for 4. And I always say, I would rather have guys like you, BW and everyone else, that can come here and talk and have a conversation. And again, the wrestlers that have been on here that might be professional and they really can't talk to me and sell stories and tell me why should I be a person to invest in you. So, yes, I am full of interest in that. Let's get to some more comments. Yes, Anthony Steele is definitely awesome. So is Killshot. So yes, we love that. We did go up against each other, Knights versus Lucifer, right?
The son of Lucifer.
Yes, the son of Lucifer. I figured that there. Everyone gunning for my title. Get in line.
Hey, look, I've been in line for almost 2 years. Don't play with me.
Now, I do have some current events to promote because the man that's here, 9 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to play your promo in a minute. That's a good segue. Mr. Clark himself, the VWP World Heavyweight Champion. I heard Rocky talk about VWP in his latest promo. Now, Mr. Clark is the man that you're going to be in action with tomorrow somewhere else. And you want to talk about Mr. Clark and what can we expect? And I'll play your promo from what you said toward him for that hype.
Oh, well, let me see. Hey, what's up, Clark? What you been up to? Yeah, BWP World Champion. For long, because I might be coming for that sucker next. Ooh. But yeah, let me say this. Me and you, the 18th, November 18th, 2024.
Tomorrow.
At 8 o'clock. Me and you about to go for the light heavyweight championship. Let's see if my man can really beat me and win a heavyweight champion. I'm gonna make it even sweeter. If you do beat me, you get an opportunity of this.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm gonna make it even sweeter. I'm gonna make it even better. I mean, all these titles, not even just this title. This might be just the world heavyweight, but you also get the live and United States.
Oh my goodness! Are you sure you want to do this before I put that promo video? Are you sure, champ? You sure you want to do this?
Man, I'm a fighting champion ever since I've won these titles. I told them, anybody, everybody, it doesn't matter who you are. I faced like Devin Adams, Jahil, Lucifer, B Smooth, Brandon, even Hunter. I faced them all. Only person I haven't faced for that title yet is the owner herself. And I think she ain't gonna do it, but if she ever feels like it, I'm always a fighting champion. I'm not cocky about it. I just believe that these titles, I want to make HQ one of the best promo training companies ever in the world.
I believe you. I definitely believe you. I'm going to put your promo up here in a minute. If you are here on Sportzwire Radio, I am actually almost at 1,300 subscribers. So if you're here, you haven't hit the sub button yet. Go hit the sub button for me so I can get there. If you're watching it, also drop a like. So let's play your promo. You seem obviously fairly certain about doing this, but I want to remind you of what you did on your Instagram. We'll let the chat see they think, especially Mr. Clark, because he's going to be here. He's going to respond to this 9 o'clock at the same time. Let's go to it here now.
Universe. Let's get it. It's the king of vampires here. It seems I'm going against Zach Clark in a fucking Texas death match. Now, kid, let's see how far you can come. Let's see how far I can rip your ass into two. Let's see if you can survive being to death. Because in this match, you never in your life walk to me ever again. You're bigger bad than me. Because I'm about to fucking string your life and fucking turn you into a fucking jump rope. I'll turn you into a little fucking puppet. Hang your ass. Like it's no remorse. I'm about to show you why I'm the most dangerous being alive. Because you know why? You and I were never on the same level. We were never on the same wavelength. You and I will never be on the same path. Because you know what? You are a statistical crybaby that pretends to be something he's not. Walk around your life talking, oh, I'm a legend, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. It doesn't matter what you are. Because what really matters is what you proved. Because you can say you're one thing that makes me turn around and be something else. You know better than I do. Sure, all you do is bitch, moan, and complain about this shit. Until you can really sit and man up about what you want in life. Then you're a legend. Then walk into a world that will return. You know why I say this? Let me take this just so you can back off. Just you know what you're doing. I want you to do that. I got black and better.
You do look good.
I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to be reminded of the fucking blood I spilled. The little joke is. But make sure every ounce of blood that you spill will finally be on your own fucking deathbed. Because when you step in me into a death match, it ain't shit you can do that I haven't done to myself. You want to walk around here.
Give it a sec. It's something that.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, we got the point. Tread very lightly. I mean, this one here. I mean, those
Now,
eyes there. Just they got me saying that, Mark. I mean, you're going to be here 9:00, but maybe reevaluate the plan tomorrow.
now let me say on that one. That match you posted showed wasn't the hype for that match, but I'm gonna use that for that. That was a match we were doing for CPF. And that was just my character Zion versus Zach. But I'm gonna use that because, as my brother said, same thing gonna happen to you.
Well, he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here at 9:00. So I'm gonna, regardless, I'm gonna ask him about it. You're gonna be, you're here right now, and he's gonna be here in a little while. So I mean, you're gonna be the top.
But I'm gonna say this, as my brother told you, ain't nothing can step up to me and my brothers, because we're gonna run this world. We're gonna make sure everybody realize that no matter what title I hold, no matter what I do, I'm gonna show why I'm the most sadistic, dangerous man alive. And Zach, I hope you bring that, because I told you this could be the last ride. I'm gonna make sure.
Last ride. That's what this could be your last ride at 9:00 on Sportzwire. You might be here in prime time, but your days could be fleeting. Your hours could be numbered. You might want to reevaluate what could be coming. But until then, Killshot might be firing the last shot for you. You certainly have some time. But until then, let's just say be here or be prepared for Zach Clark's response. Let's just put it that way. But we'll certainly come back to some more comments. Mr. Clark will be about it. Up till 9:00. Change his mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Yes, you're certainly trying. I appreciate it. Killshot, remember, get on my credential list in promo, and we can talk.
Credential. My man, you beat me at half my best. Rob, if it wasn't for me, the team we had wouldn't last because of me. I was the reason that team lasted or standed long enough. Don't forget that. Who asked the team? Right? I might ask you, but who was ready to team with me? You could have said no and went with LOGT. But no, you said, let's team up. Let's get it ready. Let's do the team. And what happened right after we lost? You disbanded. You left. You ran with your tails between your legs. That don't sound like a champion to me. That sounds like a scaredy little kid. Credentials, come talk to me when you actually can do what I do.
Well, he's claiming he's close to 30 championships now, promos.
Oh, 30?
30.
All right.
Here we go. This is the championship wrestling. All right. Yes, sir.
You can say 30. You can hold 3 belts in one company for the longest time.
I don't even think Kenny Omega did that. That's a lot.
I know 3 titles in one company for almost a year now.
Do you forget which championship you hold?
No, I hold the world live and
Oh, so you got it all memorized. That's 'cause 3's a lot. Some people would remember 1. I was gonna remember all the things you did in my intro. I had to remember all that. I think with you, it was maybe hard to memorize all.
even in TPW, you forget. I was the longest reigning United States champion. I was a man that faced not only won an entire battle royale to be crowned the United States champion and survived to tell about it.
I can see that you're a man that's got a lot going. He says that he's going to come to you. It means that a U.S. title is my goal. And find out. One being the TPW order. Yeah, I can see that. I want to make sure we follow TPW. Before we get back to some more comments. Mike, you are here right now. I know some people will tune in and come in and out. You're on Instagram. I got some people watching me on X right now. I appreciate my return and stuff. You are here. This Texas Promo Wrestling. You feature rival artists weekly shows, premium live, but not the people keep using. If you are interested, send them a message. I would send them a message he wants to come on Sports. I don't want any guys and gals in promo about. Don't eat me for lunch or dinner, or maybe have me for dessert. You definitely want to. You don't be like, when you hit the follow button. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. We got match promos. You hear tonight, hype promos. Rocket doing a great job out there. Please go out there and support them. The X_promo wrestling. And at 9 o'clock, same time, same bad channel, Zach Clark is going to be. That's going to be one you're going to want to tune in for. But in the meantime, we'll come back to some people here in the chat. Rocky, who is the U.S. champ in TPW? I could pull that up for you right now. Actually, I'll make it very easy for because I'll run through the match card for you. Let's go through the match card coming up here. We got Gunshot. I know who he is against Matt Gold, who, by the way, on TikTok is a big deal, by the way. Matt Gold is big on TikTok. We got a triple threat. We got Flot Scars and PJ Cool. Definitely a lot of different things there, kind of like the New York Jets. Unfazed Chris Woods and Tyler Simmons. Normal match. We got Bone Thugs and Not Harmony against the Unholy Forgotten tag team match. There it is. The Night Sisters retirement ceremony. I think we just spoke about the Night Sister about 5 or 10 minutes ago here. We got Samson Black and a mystery opponent in a normal match. Definitely not going to be normal. Trust me on that. The United States champion Raphael Fireblade is going to be in action against Elliot Creed. We spoke about both guys 2 weeks ago. Rocky was here. Definitely excited.
Another tag team partner of mine.
No, there you go. We'll get to that in a minute. The Truly Righteous Soul Star against Sloth Jam Williams in a normal match. This is definitely going to be a slam jam, wham bam. We got a fatal four-way match for the hardcore title. Chris Cowabunga Dude, the Sledgehammer, Yandere Demon, and the Unforgiven Soul. It'll be unforgiven if you don't tune in and watch what happens. You got another tag match. The High Glorious Maximus and Justin Stone against AJ Storm and the Standard Dimension. I didn't realize you could have a Standard at the same time, but that's why you got to watch this tag match. NPO, definitely no NPO against Uprising DCS. I think we just got DCS here in the chat with Rob. Extreme Rules tag team match. Definitely, I'm checking it out. We spoke about this match at length. This is going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a barn burner. Can't wait for that. KSK, you may have another thing coming so far. Alejandro Ajax against Jackson. It's a nightmare street fight. It's definitely going to be a nightmare for one of these opponents if they don't win. You got Lucifer. We spoke a little bit about Lucifer. And Zach Clark. We're going to be talking about this Zach Clark retirement match. We're talking a lot about this 9 o'clock. So Zach Clark is coming in right before the end of his career. It's going to be poetic in TPW, but that's why you got to tune into this. We're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to hope to show up with Zach Clark's retirement match here. His amazing career at TPW is coming to an end. We may have something left here. And the man I know very well, Devin Adams. I know Devin Adams from the wrestling world. He is going to be here against Jerry Main in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And Devin Adams always has something to say. I should get him back on Sportzwire, but I think he's still training to be a pro wrestler. So he's kind of in the weird in-between period. Maybe we'll bring Mr. Adams back. But he's always, I see on Instagram Live with TPW. So I don't want to disturb Mr. Adams. He's a busy man. We want to leave Mr. Adams alone. Mr. Adams is obviously in this historic Falls Count Anywhere match. Please support our friends here in TPW. I'm going to take this off the screen and I'll get some more people in the chat. Yes, Raphael Fireblade, I just mentioned that. Killshot, tell the owner of the company you're the U.S. champ. You retain, I'm challenging you.
That's if my buddy Raph ever wants to run the title match. At this point, it doesn't matter what title I go for. I'm going to show why I'm a champion. And why I'm going to become a champion once again. Now, Rocky, if you're listening, down the line, if you ever really want to run the #1 contender for the United States title, I don't mind. I've been itching to get back.
I'm excited about all that here, and I also have a couple of plugs I got to get to because I think April is the owner of HTTP, and I must promote that. I will do that here shortly. So give me a couple of minutes. We'll come back to that. Yes, we love and appreciate TPW. Yes, we definitely appreciate TPW. You don't have to worry about some of the things in TPW that are like backyard wrestling. They're promo wrestling. Thank God for that. We'll not talk about that. We'll speak nothing of that. Thank you so much. Yes, and I'm going to plug that here shortly. Let me get to the chat. Got to talk to you. The sound, yeah, it's on our guest. We're sound fine. Don't worry about it. I'm the creator of HQTV. Come to my DM office, Rob. Look, this is April. Meet the final form. Okay, we got all that. I'll plug HQTV in a second. And you got a match coming up with Mikey the Darkness. Tell us what you can expect there.
Mikey the Darkness. Now, this kid, right? I faced him before. TPW. This kid, he has what it takes. But as I told him before, you hide in the dark. You gotta put a little filter up, thinking you gonna talk in the darkness like I can't see your face. It doesn't matter because I've owned the dark. I've made the dark my damn myself. I made sure the darkness will always be me. Mikey, I told you, until you can show me your face and really face me face to face, my face ain't nothing but a joke. Am I underestimating you? I'm not calling you a joke just to call you, not just to insult you. I'm saying this because I'm afraid. You're afraid to face me because you know deep down in your soul, you want to be just like me. You want to have the spotlight. You want to be that kid to be at the top. But you want to do that, you gotta step out. You gotta do what you don't want to do. Show me your face. Show the world what you were made of.
Maybe he does. Maybe he's afraid. Maybe he's just unsure of himself.
I'm done talking. I'm gonna let that speak for itself.
Well, I could play it on the screen for the audience. It looks like your reaction to that before we move on to the final part of the show.
Think you think you're supposed to hide yourself, so you're supposed to be scared. You think that's supposed to mean anything. That's not supposed to mean shit to me. You know why it's not supposed to mean shit to me? Because you couldn't do what I did. Couldn't walk what I walked. You think because you sit in the shadows, that's supposed to mean something. You think you're the leader of the shadows? I am the darkness. I am what you try to pretend to be. I am what you try to think you are. Because at this point, you and I, we're on two different levels. And I need you to realize one thing. It doesn't matter what you can do, what you can do. Because your darkness is obscure minds. I have demons bigger than your fucking darkness. I have demons bigger and badder than you. And at least they can put a fight up. So Mike, I hope you show the fuck up. I hope you show up. I hope you do what you gotta do. Because at this point I'm not seeing anything from you than just a fragile kid playing pretend. Don't play me like a stupid, please don't. That's gonna be your downfall. I'm about to break you and punch you in the return. Remember that. I'm gonna make sure you never, and I mean never, come back from this. Remember one thing, Mikey, and in that damn thing you can do that I haven't done my damn self. Remember one thing. You are your biggest critic.
Interesting line.
Remember, I'm the biggest addiction of you, and I'm gonna show you why I'm the most dangerous man alive. Remember one thing else. You never said on me.
You know what? Killshot. I don't know. I think Mikey the Darkness. He may want to reevaluate his plans. And you said a lot there. And this is why you might want to follow RPW and TWL. But I still say maybe he shouldn't show up. You say yes, but I say maybe he shouldn't show up.
I'm gonna say this: if the kid show up, he show up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It ain't gonna be any sweat off me. You know why? I'm just showing why a lot of people say they have the craft for this, but there's a lot of people that say that but doesn't prove it. Until you can prove to us and the judge that you mean something, that you are something you say you are, then come talk to me. Until then, All I'm seeing is just someone that's trying to pull that little ego out their head.
Well, this is the match itself here. This is actually RPW Renegade. It's going to be Killshot, Mikey, Darkness here. RPW Wrestling, Titus Wrestling. Please support some other matches. We got a bunch of different stars here. Please check them out. All of these, they are definitely doing a great job here. Yeah, Matt Tyson, buddy. He's always on TikTok. How is he always on TikTok? I have no idea. I opened my TikTok. He's there. Devin Adams. I opened my Instagram. Devin Adams on live. That's the Sunday system. I know Black wins. Black wins. I think it's funny. So here, please put our friends on TWL and HPT. If you want to give me a gift, I'll take that. On Instagram. You're a busy man. A lot of stuff going on. Keep the leather jacket. Keep the leather jacket. Keep the leather jacket. You look good. I don't know about the hat. Keep on or off. Let me ask you this question, though. What is your goal coming up here for the rest of the year and going into 2025? I always ask this question to people here. What is your goal?
There's a couple of things. Let's start with UPW. To
Okay.
win the World Heavyweight Championship. That's one of my biggest goals. That's something I've been itching for since I joined UPW.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. But I know if I have the right management and the right people behind me, I bet you I'll go for it. I'll win it.
Well, Rocky's listening, so make sure you win the title.
2, start with HQ. Company I'm well known in. Retain this and build this up to be one of the greatest promo companies in the world. And thanks to April, she's gave me the platform to show why we can do what we do. And to anyone that's thinking, oh, why is he holding 3 titles? That's not fair. He's holding 3 titles in a company that's no one really in. If you got, like my buddy Devin said, if you got a problem with it, come take it off.
Yeah, take it from them. You know, but I would also say though, I've had on wrestlers who have like 4 championships. You have to go out there and you win, play the game. Hopefully, you've gone out there and have been successful, and you earned it. What else can I say?
Next company. Well, next 2 companies, RPW, TWL, and CPF. Both of them, I want to hold world titles. But right now, what I'm really focused on in TWL, that Vendetta Championship.
Why?
There's a thing about the Vendetta Championship. When I ever first started, that was the one title, besides the storytelling title, or the 2 titles I really wanted, because the Vendetta title, I believe I can do something with the Vendetta Championship. I believe that I have a Vendetta, no pun intended, an opportunity at that title. I feel like with that title, it can get a little bit more craft behind what I am and what I believe I can do with it. And the person that holds that title, Jesse Morgan, one of the Morgan boys. Jesse. Our story hasn't went long, but it went a little good long with it. I've seen you as a young up-and-coming kid out the Morgan family. I'm a young kid out the Killshot.
Some of them there on the screen.
Yeah. And coming from family to family, our legacy goes long with the Morgans and the Killshots. But we never had the brothers ever go head to head. So, Rocky, Jesse, if you listen, I was the owner of RPWWL and see if we ever could get down a younger brother battle and see what the real brother can do.
Oh, Killshot definitely ain't gonna have the last shot. He's got plenty of shots left. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, especially coming up here. Before we get to a few final things, he's got some huge showdowns coming up here. Zach Clark, members here at 9 o'clock. We're gonna get Zach Clark's side of the story here. He's also got the showdown coming up here with ASK, Mikey the Darkness. He's got not 1, but not 2, but 3 championships he's holding. He wants more championships, and he could be coming to more companies, more promo battles near you. you definitely want to follow him. I am going to put up his Instagram here before we get ready to close the thoughts here, certainly. But before I get into closing thoughts, I want to ask you, I'll do it one by one. I'm going to ask you, final words for KSK, certainly Mr. Clark, who's here at 9 o'clock, and Mikey the Dark.
Let's start with KSK. Oh man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end this like this. Come to the match. I'll be shining that bit up clean because I'm about to rip your soul out your body and fucking broadcast it all over every radio station, for every disrespectful wrench that have ever disrespected me. Zach Clark. Let's see if that heel will show up again. Let's see if you can really show me what a heel can do. Until then, keep playing with your little toys, little kid. Because you're a big game with us. What can I say that hasn't been said already? Mikey, just show something at least. Because all I'm seeing is nothing. And it's kind of disappointing. So, you three, I'm known as Killshot for a reason. It only takes 2 ways to beat me. You better pray to God, aim that gun, and pray to God that bullet makes it in my head. Or 2, you better pray to God I don't got a trigger on this motherfucker.
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, what I've learned, especially in the case of KSK and Mr. Darkness, that maybe they just don't want it. Maybe they just don't want the smoke. Maybe they just know that the outcome is predetermined. I know one thing. I'm definitely not getting into the promo war. You'll definitely take one shot out. You'll bang, bang. And you definitely won't miss. That's why I'll be happy to bring you on Sportzwire Radio and Exchange. You can come on here and talk about upcoming matches, upcoming wars. I'd be happy to do that. And maybe hopefully accept it. And I hope everybody gets a chance to check out our friends at TPW. Support them. We have more coverage coming up. Obviously, Zach Clark is here. Even Mr. Rob is going to be here next week. What he's got to say, yeah, apparently, bring them all down. Bring them all down. Listen, bring all of you on down. Maybe make some changes. Some other people that used to be here, that were got into some new and not here. Now we're bringing the guns. We bring in the big guns, the kill shots. We bring in the brigade. We bring in the heavy hitters. We got that here with Texas Promo Wrestling, and that's for sure. But I know you're getting ready for obviously final promos here coming up, and certainly it's been an absolute honor to have you here. I definitely want to have you here coming up next month. We could talk about what's ahead for next month's showdown, everything else TPW. So I'm going to pass the baton to you, my friend. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say, and the floor is yours, champ.
Remember one thing, to anybody that's out here that's want to be a promo artist, put your mind to it, put your kin to it, and I promise you, kid, you'll be just like me. Remember, it only takes one bullet. Bang!
Bang! Bang! This was Killshot on Sportzwire Radio. Bang! Bang! And coming up here, he's got not 1, not 2, but 3 huge promo matches ahead over the next 24 plus hours. KSK, you may be the openweight champion for now, but you might want to count the days, because your days might be numbered. Mikey the Darkness, you might want to stay in darkness. And Zach Clark, you may be heading toward your retirement match with one company or another. You might also be joining, you might be heading to the exit. You'll be here at 9 o'clock Eastern time to talk about what's in store and who knows whatever else. And this is the story of Killshot. This is definitely not the last shot of him. I have no doubt that Bloodpool comeback club you're going to hear more of down the road, Lucifer, and who knows whatever else. But in the meantime, he is the reigning, defending HQ heavyweight US live champion. Not 1, not 2, champion, HQTP champion. He's got many championships. He's a busy man. We're so honored to fit this into our schedule today. We also want to follow him on Instagram. One more time, I'm going to put the Instagram page. You are getting out of the show. I know that's his Instagram. So this is the way to get in touch with him. You can see all those videos, all those highlight packages, hype videos. Yeah, he's definitely a nightmare on Elm Street. I actually live not too far from Elm Street. Literally by my house. It's actually Elm Street, but not far from my house. I can walk there. But definitely, I hope to meet him there. I hope to meet him back here on Sportswire Radio and the rest of the TPW stars and much, much more. My friend, it has been an absolute honor. I hope to see you here next month. Congratulations on your current success. We're going to still be watching what you do here against AFK, Mikey the Dark, and certainly Mr. Clark. And keep up the great work. Again, this was not your last shot here. And thank you for all you do for our sport. I definitely appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. And hope we can do this again next month.
Easy as A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Bang.
I'll tell you what, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the story of HQT Heavyweight US live champion Killshot. He definitely got plenty of shots ahead here. You're going to see him in action coming up from TPW. You're going to see him for HQT. You're going to see him coming up from RPW and TWL. Plus, we still have the promotions we can action here against, like I said, PSK, Zach Clark, and also Mikey the Darkness. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters. If you are on Sportswire Radio, hit the sub button for me. Where you stay in touch for TPW coverage and other things out there. I am almost at 1,300 subs, so if you're here, hit the sub button for me, and we'll be back here 9 o'clock Eastern time with Zach Clark coming up on his retirement match here in TPW Plus. We'll get his reaction to what Killshot had to say plus and much more. But until then, I'll see everybody here in a little while. Go follow TPW. Go follow Killshot. I'll see everybody in a little while on Sportswire Radio, the number one radio station. Thanks, everybody.